must-see TV on NHL Network last night. The 2019 rivalry series, Team USA, Team Canada, presented by TCF Bank. When these teams get together, it is something to watch, and it was. Game one of the three-game set, London, Ontario, first period. Late in the period, minute and a half to go, ill will, collision, and Hallie Krzyzaniak and Megan Bozak going together. These two teams don't get along at all.
You think so, Tone?
Oh, yes. And we love that about it. Less than 2 to go. No score, 38 minutes of hockey played. Hillary Knight breaks the seal, 1-0 red, white, and blue Perry.
You know what, can't you be proud? There's nothing more proud as a hockey player than putting on your team sweater, and especially when you're U.S. and you can beat Canada in Canada.
Alex Rigsby keeping the puck out. Sarah Nurse on the attack. Rigsby starring for the University of Wisconsin. Her head coach, Mark Johnson, leading scorer on the 80 Olympic team. You can't make this up. Another try by Rigsby. Steered away. Rigsby able to make the stop and shut out Team Canada. That was Jamie Lee Rattray with the final bid. This series will continue. Thanks for the opportunity to square off in Toronto on Thursday. It is Valentine's night. Heartbreaking for Tangs, no doubt. And then Toronto Sunday, noon Eastern. I was so fired up watching that last night because, to your point, anytime these clubs get together, it is so intense. Even though the Lamoureux twins aren't playing, and I was texting with Mo, congrats on the birth of Mickey, adorable little child. This pairing, they play always competitive games. That was said on commentary last night. No matter when they play. In fact, Tangs, 4 tournaments in a row, Team USA has beaten Team Canada in women's hockey. How do you feel about it?
I don't feel good, being a proud Canadian. Obviously, there's a lot of pride between those two teams, and it's always fun to watch them in action. And last year, after they came back from the Olympic, I was on a show in Canada with some of the Canadian girls, and you could see how hurt and how painful it was for them to haven't lost. Even though it was a great game in the shootouts in the finals of the Olympics,
incredible.
How painful it was for them. So, to me, to see that a game that means nothing like that shows the intensity that they did last night really means how much it means to these girls.
And you and Marie-Philippe Poulin are from the same area?
Yeah, we're from the same area. Her brother actually played with my brother growing up, so I've known Marie-Philippe since she was like 5 years old, and she was always around with a stick. And I was told that she was a good player back then, but back then you're like, okay, lots of players say about their kids that they're good players. It turned out that she's turned out to be a real good player.
She's unbelievable. Talk about what it's like to wear those letters, and as you point out, playing Canada in Canada special.
I live vicariously through these girls. Like you said, that gold medal game, that was the best game of the Olympics. Men, women's, it didn't matter. That was the best game of the Olympics. Might have something to do with the U.S. came back and won. When I watch those games, I pull for those girls so hard because the one thing that comes back into mind is 1996, Switzerland, gold medal game. Mark Denny stood on his head. We outshot him like 2-1, and we lost 2-0. And I will never forget that feeling in my stomach watching Canada celebrate wearing the U.S. jersey. I felt like I just let the whole country down.
Oh, man. He's smiling.
He knew I was going. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't.
Oh, ouch.